Juventus.
Well, the month of March is packed already with news flying from every scene in the world of sports. But today, that's what we do. Bring them to the fore and go over them with a fine-tooth comb. It's another beautiful day. Welcome to Sports Update on TVC Breakfast Saturday. I'm most delighted to be here, and thank you very kindly for staying tuned. I'm never alone. TVC Adebanjo is always here with me.
Yes, good morning, Mark.
How are
you? I'm fine, thank you.
I was asking you how your week has been.
As I said, it's been decent.
Well, you gave a very, very frantic prediction on the EFL Cup final. Well, you said Liverpool was going to win, but it was a very tight game. Yeah,
it was. It was slim margin, few errors here and there, VAR decision, good saves from Kelleher. You know, Chelsea could have taken their chances too. You know, so as I said, small details here and there that cost Chelsea that title.
All right, let's move on to the first story. Former Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba was handed a 4-year ban after a failed drug test back in August. The gallant, skillful, talented midfielder tested positive for testosterone after Juventus' opening game of the season against Udinese, which attracted a hefty punishment. Now, Pogba's lawyers had rejected a plea deal and hoped to get their client a lighter sentence after claiming he had accidentally ingested the substance that caused the positive test. Now, the attempted defense was unsuccessful, and now Pogba faces a ban that could see the end of his professional footballing career. He will turn 31 next month, with the ban extending until he is 35. So you see, I was not shocked because I was expecting...
We addressed it here, I think, last year.
Absolutely. I never knew it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be like a 2-year ban, considering his age and everything. But where do you think it all went wrong for Paul Pogba?
I think it's an ego thing. Yes, let's start with that.
Okay.
And also pressure, to be fair on him. When he was at Juve, you know, the world was at his feet. He was doing excellently well. But he was doing well because there was a system and a structure in place at Juve. When you are in the midfield with Pello, Vidal, Marquisio and co.
Some very, you know...
Yeah, it makes your job easier.
Aside from that, these guys are also very disciplined.
Very experienced and disciplined. So, you know, you are playing among the ranks of world-class players. You know, there's no room for any...
Nonsense.
Childish behavior.
True.
You're on your toes, you're serious, you're doing your work.
So are you saying that he's coming to Manchester United
Coming back to Manchester United, that price tag, and you know how the English media is, with that price tag, you're expected to start scoring hat-tricks every match day. It's hilarious like that, it's absurd like that. But at the same time, in that squad as well, the team was built around him.
Okay.
But Pogba has been able to show or tell you guys that I'm not someone you can build a team around. I like where, probably likes where there's a foundation for me to excel. Even at the French national team, he's not the person the team is built around. No.
Give him that free role
Just give him that free, let him play, let him express himself. You know, all of those things. So all of those things did not work too well at United, and it took too long before he left.
But I noticed when Jose came, Jose was expecting Pogba to fit into a more leadership role, letting him understand that, look, you are a professional, you are earning this kind of money, and people are playing around you. It's time you start carrying the team on your back.
He's a leader now. It's just like when you have fans trying to bash a celebrity and say, bro, I looked up to you, you are my idol. But I didn't tell you to be my idol.
TVC, come on. With that price tag on him.
So? With price tag, come on, you see, you're doing that thing too.
Look, he commanded, did you see how the headlines were?
Based on your value. How much your value.
How valuable you are.
Your age, what you've been doing. You are the talk of the town. You are the next kid in the block right now.
To whom much is given, much is expected.
Fine. But that doesn't mean he's a leader. You need to have that leadership quality. There are some players that are just squad players. And if you see the way they command the dressing room and the respect that they command at the club, you'll be surprised.
But United was a bit different.
These things, they don't teach it.
Yes.
It's either inbuilt or you don't have it.
Remember, United didn't have a Rio Ferdinand anymore, the Vidic of this world anymore, the schools of this world anymore. And that particular group at the time needed somebody to at least do a bit of some kind of spearheading.
Pogba too needed somebody to always push him.
And Jose was there to push him.
Well, maybe he didn't like Jose's method. They were always at loggerheads.
But I think another argument is the fact that after he won the World Cup, you know, a lot of critics are saying that was when he totally lost it.
So I remembered we're bantering, myself and my friends, and we're like, if Pogba should win this, I was even like France should not win this World Cup because of Paul Pogba. Okay. If he should win this World Cup, this ego, the shoulder pad will be so much. And it happened. Remember when he resumed and then the injuries here and there? Okay. There was even a particular match that Manchester United lost. And I think he was clapping on from the stands or something like that. He came watching the game or he left early. You know, they had their issues.
Okay, so
what it is.
Give and take, his career is over.
Well, since he's going to come back by 35, I almost thought there would be time. But
okay,
when he 31, I was like, okay.
Okay, when he returns at 35, maybe he's going to Saudi Arabia, right?
Maybe Saudi Arabia. Who knows?
All right, down to the